All right, today we're going to be talking about writing equations from any information we're given. Our objective is that we will be able to write the equation of a line when given 2 points on the line or when given the slope and a point on the line. So recall our two formulas. Y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form. M stands for our slope and b stands for the y-intercept. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where m is the slope and x1 and y1 are a point on the line. So write the equation of each line in slope-intercept form. So our final answer is going to be y equals mx plus b form. So the line goes through the point 6, negative 5, and the slope is 1/2. So that's our m. And since we're given a point, this is our x1 and our y1. So we're going to plug into our point slope formula. So y minus negative 5 would become plus 5 equals 1/2 times x minus 6. Since we want the final answer in slope-intercept form, we're going to distribute. And then make it so it's y equals. So y equals 1/2 x minus 8. What if we're given 2 points? The first thing we have to do is find the slope. And remember, our slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So we would have 10 minus 2 over 3 minus 9. 10 minus 2 is 8. 3 minus 9 is negative 6. So that reduces to negative 4 over 3. Now that we have the slope, so that's our m, we can use the point slope formula. So we've got our x1 and our y1 and our m. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Again, to get this into slope-intercept form, we're going to distribute. So y minus 2 equals negative 4/3 x plus 12, and then add 2 to both sides. And y equals negative 4/3 x plus 14. So for number 3, the first thing we're going to do is find the slope. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So 1 minus 5 over negative 1 minus 2. And we get negative 4 over negative 3, which is 4/3. Now, the last two examples I've shown you has used point slope form. I'm going to show you an alternate using slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Now we don't know what b is, and that's okay, but I'm going to plug in my x and my y. So y would be 5, m would be 4/3, x would be 2, plus b. 4/3 times 2 would be 8/3. Then to find b, we would subtract 8/3 on both sides. If you've put 5 minus 8/3 in your calculator, we get that b equals 7/3. So now we can go back, now that we know what b is and what m is, we can go back and say that y equals 4/3 x plus 7/3. You could have done it using point-slope form, and you still would have gotten the same answer. So our last two. I'm going to find my slope, x1, y1, x2, y2. So 4 minus 4 over 5 minus negative 2. 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 minus negative 2 is 7. 0 divided by 7, we have a slope of 0. This is where Hoivux is going to help us out. Since it has 0 slope, we know it's a y equals a number equation. And if you look at the y values. They're both 4, so our equation is y equals 4. So a shortcut for number 5, we could look at the slope, but if you notice, both the x's are the same, so our equation would be x equals negative 2. Now, if we went back and did our slope formula, we would get negative 8 minus 3 over negative 2 minus negative 2, which gives us negative 11 over 0. Well, since we can't divide by 0, it's undefined. And we said undefined was x equals, and negative 2 is what our x equals. That's all for today. Fill in your summary, and I'll see you in class.